ต้องไปไงวะอันนี้หรือเปล่าวะเดี๋ยวลบก่อนตัวอันเดิมใส่นี้เข้าไปได้ไหมได้แล้วโอเคเดี๋ยวทดสอบเสียงแป๊บนึงเดี๋ยวทดสอบเสียงแป๊บนึงเสียงมาเสียงมานะโหตั้งค่าไลค์โคตรเยอะเลยเกมนี้ตั้งเยอะมากมันตั้งค่าเยอะมากเกมนี้ขออนุญาตแป๊บนึงนะครับมันจะค้างอยู่ที่ตรงนี้แป๊บนึงนะน่าจะพร้อมแล้วแหละขออนุญาตอัดเรคคอร์ดทักทายกันด้วยเด้องงไปหมดแล้วเนี่ยอย่างนี้ดิโอเคน่าจะครบละสวัสดีครับยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่อลันเวก2ภาคแรกเล่นได้หน่อยหนึ่งไม่เล่นเลยกลัวแต่ว่าเล่นภาค2นะไปนิวเกมระดับผมนะต้องเล่นสตอรี่ไม่เก่งอังกฤษนะครับใครแปลได้ก็ช่วยกันแปลหน่อยนะ
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
เดี๋ยวกับจอห์นวิกอลันวิกมั้ยเนี่ยเกมเกี่ยวกับการสืบสวนนะ
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster.
ภาพค่อนข้างเป็นเม็ดไง
And monsters wear many faces.
ภาพพวกมันเป็นเม็ดไง ตัวไรเฮ้ยมันถึงก็เห็นอย่างนี้เลยเหรองานศิลปะอีกแล้ววิ่งไงอ่ะอ๋อโอเคกด R3 ย้ำลงไปนะเห็นข้างหน้าไม่ได้เดี๋ยวช่องโดน เดี๋ยวช่องบินมีแสงอยู่ตรงนู้นนะไปตามป่าเขาโอ้บรรยากาศเฮ้ยหลอนใช้ได้เหมือนกันนะวิ่งตัวตรงไหนวะเฮ้ยเสียงเลยเฮ้ยกวางเฮ้ยอะไรอ่ะเฮ้ยอะไรวะอะไรวะเนี่ยL3 ย้ำสปินต้องวิ่งไปเรื่อยๆใช่ไหมเฮ้ยตัวอะไรเฮ้ยอ้าวเกมเซฟต้องมีอะไรแน่ๆทางนี้มีบ้านอยู่ซ้ายมือเฮ้ยแสงอะไรอ่ะอ๋อโดนอะไรวะโดนล่าหรืออะไรอ่ะเลือดลัทธิพิธีกรรมอะไรสักอย่างหนึ่งหัวใจอ้าวมีคนเห็นวิ่งอ๋อมันมีคนเห็นนะเกมต้องให้เรามาสืบคดีแน่ๆเวกเปิดเรื่องคดีฆาตกรรมเลยจากลัทธิอะไรสักอย่างหนึ่ง
Hey kiddo, how are you?
คือรู้อ่ะคือรู้นะจะลงคลิปนะมีการเซ็นเซอร์แน่นอน
I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my God, Mom!
มีการเซ็นเซอร์แน่นอนครับ
People get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan?
โลแกน
I will. Bye, kiddo.
มี2ตัวละคร
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
เขาเล่นเล็ก
Time to get to
เหมือน
work.
หนังเลยอะ
A
FBI
deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime
Hey.
scene.
ภาพเหมือน
There's the
RE เลย
car. So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1 ไปที่แมปฮะแมปอ๋อกดทางฝั่งซ้าย อ๋อ โอเค โอเค มีจุด
I
นี้
can go take a look.
วิ่งไป
Hey, over here.
ทางนี้
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
คุยอ่ะ
Saga Anderson. I'll be
Nên
leading
làm
this
tua nè.
case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
อยู่นิ่งไม่เป็นครับ อยู่นิ่งไม่เป็น ให้เขาคุยกันไปก่อน ถาม
What
ต่อ
can you tell us about the crime
ถามต่อดี
scene?
กว่า
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, inside.
มาต่อ ถามต่อ
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night. Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
คุณต้องเก็บรายละเอียดให้หมดนะ ไม่งั้นไปต่อไม่ได้ ผมจะไม่เข้าใจมันมิดดอฟฟี่ทอนตันโอเค
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far.
เคสบอร์ด
The mind
Yawn lang.
place.
The mind
My
place.
version of the mind palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
อ๋อ มีนึกย้อนด้วย
The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The Case Board เป็นเทคนิคทางจิตที่ช่วยให้ซาก้าวิเคราะห์เบาะแสและดำเนินสืบสวนต่อไปได้อ๋อมันแนวสืบสวนโอเคเราต้องเลื่อนหาแล้วก็ซูมยังไงต่อวะมาขณะนี้คุณมีอิสระที่จะสำรวจตอนนี้คุณสามารถนำทางแคทบอร์ดได้อย่างอิสระหรือออกโดยกดวงกลมขอสำรวจก่อนเดี๋ยวผมไม่เข้าใจมันยังไงวะเนี่ยเหยื่อทั้งหมดรายงานว่าสูญหายในปี 2010 ไม่มีสิ่งอื่นที่คล้ายคลึงกันลองไปดูคนนี้เขาบอกว่ามีรายงานว่าเหยื่อสูญหายในปี 2553 คนพบในปี 255 ถูกฝังอยู่ในหลุมศพที่ตื้นเหรอเขาบอกว่าพบในทะเลสาบหม้อน้ำปี 2018 อวัยวะบางส่วนหายไปการปล้นสะดมสภาพร่างกายไม่ตรงกับการอยู่ในทะเลสาบ 8 ปีหมายถึงพบเมื่อ2 สัปดาห์ก่อนบาดแผลที่หน้าอกถือเป็นสาเหตุการเสียชีวิตการสักบนร่างกายไม่สามารถอ่านได้อ๋อคนนี้ไงที่เปิดเรื่องอ่ะคนนี้แหละคนนี้ที่เปิดเรื่องแล้วก็เบาะแสที่2เขาบอกว่าความแตกต่างเล็กน้อยในการฆาตกรรมท้องอืดเป็นเพียงสิ่งธรรมดาในร่างกายแต่ไม่ใช่สาเหตุการเสียชีวิตการบาดเจ็บที่หน้าอกการสัมผัสหลังคลอดอะไรวะบาดแผลเหยื่อ2 คนมีรอยฟกช้ำจากการควบคุมบางอย่างรัดหรือคาดเข็มขัดไม่เก่งอังกฤษนี่ยากเนี่ยเข้าใจยากเนี่ยเหยื่อรายล่าสุดเสียชีวิตจากอาการบาดเจ็บสาหัสที่หน้าอกสอดคล้องกับเหยื่อปี 2018 หรือไม่ยืนยันได้ยากเนื่องจากสภาพร่างกายอาการท้องอืดบ่งชี้ถึงอาการจมน้ำแต่พบเหยื่อเพียงรายเดียวในน้ำอันนี้ล่ะ Killer File ขออนุญาตเดี๋ยวขออนุญาตดูเบาะแสแป๊บนึงเหยื่อที่ 3ถูกปกคลุมที่เหยื่อที่ 3มีรอยสักที่อ่านไม่ออกข้อความจากฆาตกรอาจจะเป็นหรือศิลปะของพวกเขาอ๋อเนี่ยเหรอข้อความนอกเหนือจากการหายตัวไปในปี 2010 แล้วเหยื่อไม่มีอะไรที่เหมือนกันเลยการสักตามร่างกายหลังจากการชันสูตรพลิกศพเขาบอกว่านี้เป้าหมายฆาตกรรมไม่มีลักษณะทั่วไปที่มองเห็นนักฆ่าอาจเป็นนักกีฬาหรือนักล่าการบาดเจ็บที่หน้าอกคล้ายกับเทคนิคการฆ่าสัตว์เอาใหม่เราต้องหาเบาะแสที่เป็นอะไรเอ่ยเพิ่มเติมแมปโอเค
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill.
มันเป็นเกมที่ทำความเข้าใจยากเหมือนกันนะไป
Hey Casey, you putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Fucking nature.
Fucking nature.
Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
if getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did,
เฮ้ยมีเสียง
this coffee's on me.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh?
FBI
That's
เหรอ
so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO
Do map.
cover-ups.
What? Those are real?
ไม่มีอะไร
You guys hiring?
ไปเร็วกว่านี้ได้ไหมเนี่ย วิ่งไปได้ไหม
Let's see this
อ๋อ
body,
พาดูที่เกิด
shall
เหตุ
we?
แล้วคนที่เห็นการฆาตกรรมวิ่งไปทางไหนอะ
Now this is the scene of the crime. We
Crime.
found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and
หลบเลยกู
stuff.
เดี๋ยวก่อน
Thanks, Deputy.
เกียร์เซนเซอร์
You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of
หัน
honor.
ทางนี้แล้วกัน
Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
เขาให้เราไปดู
Step 1.
สเต็ป
Examine
1
the corpse.
ครอฟเนี่ยหัวใจตรงเนี้ย จุดที่2รอยเท้าเหรอ วิ่งไปทางนั้น จุดที่3ก็คือรอยเท้า แต่มันเป็นรอยเท้าที่เป็น
Start
เกือบ
by inspecting the body,
เดิน
Anderson.
มาทางนี้ ตรงนี้มันจะมีส้นเท้าแล้วก็เหมือนเป็นรองเท้าคาชูอะดูที่บ้านดิมีอะไรไหมคุยได้ปะอันนี้จุดที่4
You
เป็น
know,
จุด
I never seen the
ตั้ง
FBI
รอ
investigate
อะไร
a
สัก
murder
อย่างหนึ่ง
before.
มีคนอยู่
Except
แถว
in the
นี้
movies.
ซองขนมก็ใหม่อยู่นะ ดูแถวนี้สำรวจรอบๆเอ้ยถังกระดิกได้ ถังชนได้นะ
I'm gonna go
Honey,
check
right.
something out. Be right back.
Got it.
เชิญจะสำรวจดูแถวนี้
Locked.
เอ้ย กดได้วะ
They really don't want
Oh,
people
man lock,
coming
man
in
lock.
here.
ฝั่งนี้มีอะไรไหม ไม่มี บรรยากาศเหมือนร้านออฟอัดแหละ มีความรู้สึกนะ ผมว่าเหมือนร้านออฟอัดนะ ไม่ได้เหมือน RE เท่าไหร่ ตรงนี้ ไม่ได้ ไม่มีเลย
Anderson.
แอนเดอร์สัน
Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
ไม่ได้เหรอ กลับที่ครับ ไม่มีอะไรสำรวจ เบาะแส
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
ดูสิ เดี๋ยว อ่านก่อน พยายามแป๊บหนึ่ง สับสนทำตามขั้นตอน 1 ล้างมือ 2 นำไก่ออกจากตู้เย็น 3 งีบหลับ ฮะ อะไรวะ กดตรงนี้ เดี๋ยวนะ 1 ล้างมือ เดี๋ยวเอาใหม่เพลงว่าเป็นคำใบ้นำไก่ออกจากตู้เย็น แล้วก็งีบหลับ ล้างมือนำไก่จากตู้เย็นแล้วก็งีบหลับโอเคหารูปล้างมือเหรอแล้วสัญลักษณ์ไหนเรียกว่าล้างมืออะคืออะไรวะมันต้องมีเบาะแสมากกว่านี้เด็อันนี้
A creepy twig sculpture?
นี่ไงเบาะแสที่เท่าไหร่มีขวานนี่คือเบาะแสเหมือนสัญลักษณ์อันนี้เลยอะสัญลักษณ์ที่อยู่ตรงกระเป๋าอะไฟฉายไปนี่ไงเบาะแสลง
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
ขึ้น2ลง2มีตรงไหนอีกแล้วก็ลงขึ้น3ลงขึ้น2ตรงนี้มีอะไรไม่มีแล้วก็ซ้ายขวาตรงนี้คือเขาบอกว่าปล่อยให้สิ่งนี้เป็นความอบอุ่นให้กับเพื่อนคุณว่ากันว่าทะเลสาบแห่งนี้คือปล่องภูเขาไฟซึ่งเกิดจากภูเขาไฟที่ปะทุหรือหลุมยุบที่มันทิ้งไว้แต่ถ้ามันไม่เป็นความจริงแล้วถ้ามันเป็นอย่างอื่นล่ะบางสิ่งบางอย่างเป็นธรรมชาติน้อยลงและมนุษย์สร้างขึ้นมากขึ้นใช่ไหมตั้งใจเหรอไอเซเลชฉันว่าทะเลสาบไม่ได้ก่อตัวแต่มันถูกออกแบบมาและก็มีจุดประสงค์ทะเลสาบเป็นสถานที่หลบซ่อนภายใต้พื้นผิวอันเงียบสงบมีเครื่องจักรลับที่พร้อมให้เปิดใช้งานด้วยการกดปุ่มเพียงปุ่มเดียวและคนที่มีปุ่มพวกเขาอยู่บ้านหลังใหญ่ริมทะเลสาบกำลังเตรียมตัวฉันรู้ว่ามันก็ว่าภาคครั้งแรกสายน้ำสมรภูมิจริงถูกสร้างขึ้นจากภูเขาไฟแล้วก็ลาวาซีคอนดาวริงภาวะที่2สายน้ำโครงสร้างทางวิศวกรรมเครื่องแปลกๆเบาะแสที่มันอะไรวะเนี่ยไม่มีเบาะแสตรงนี้ด้วยผมต้องจำใช่ไหม
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson.
Please,
Just
Anderson.
one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
มีเบาะแสตรงนี้ขึ้นเหรอเนี่ยอันเนี้ยขึ้นลงแล้วก็ขึ้นลงอันไหนวะแม่งเว้ยเดี๋ยวก่อนไปดูใหม่มันจะมีซ้ายลงขวาขึ้นลงซ้ายลงขวาขึ้นแล้วก็ลงอันนี้ลงสรุปกูต้องมาติดตรงนี้อยู่ใช่ไหมเดี๋ยวเอาใหม่ลงอันเนี้ยไม่มีตู้เย็นเฮ้ยคำใบ้มันคืออะไรนะนำไก่ล้างมือแล้วก็นำไก่ออกจากตู้เย็นแสดงว่าผมต้องไปหาที่ล้างมือตรงนี้ ล้างมือแปลว่าต้องมีเบาะแสล้างมือตรงนี้ที่ล้างมือแล้วก็นำไก่ออกจากตู้เย็นก็คืออันนี้ไงแล้วก็งีบหลับ
I'm getting flashbacks.
อันนี้เหรอ
Remember Ohio?
ล้างมือ
Sure. The North Side slasher.
ขึ้นลง
But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson.
งีบหลับ
He
ซ้าย
hid
ขวา
the bodies in the forest.
งีบหลับต้องเป็นซ้ายขวาอันนี้ลงขึ้นตู้เย็นมันอะไรวะเดี๋ยวดูมันอันที่สองต้องเป็นตู้เย็นอ่ะลงขึ้นนะกูต้องเอากระดาษมาจดปะเนี่ยอันนี้ใช่เดี๋ยวไปดูงีบหลับแล้วก็ไปดูตรงที่นอนซ้ายขวาโอเคซ้ายขวาลงขึ้นซ้ายขวานี่ที่เหลือคือสักอันหนึ่งอะแต่ไม่มีอะไรเลยไอ้ได้แล้วแม่เอ้ยติดอยู่ตรงนี้ตั้งนานอย่าเอาอะไรไปถ้าคุณเป็นอย่าเอาอะไรไปถ้าคุณไม่ใช่ต้นไม้ต้นนั้นแม่เอ้ยต้องขนาดนี้เลยเหรอวะเอาไปให้หมดเราได้เบาะแสแล้วนะตรงนี้อย่าอะไรไปถ้าคุณไม่ใช่ต้นไม้ต้นนั้นเหรออันนี้ทางที่เราเดินมาหรือเปล่าทางไหนอันนี้ที่ตั้งแคมป์อันนี้คือ
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books.
ไม้พระเอกฉันสร้างมันขึ้นมาเพื่อคุณโดยเฉพาะถักเหรอเวอร์พอนอัปเกรดอัปเกรดได้ด้วยอันแรกคือกดปุ่มไฟค้างไว้เพื่อปิดเขาเล่ากดปุ่มไฟค้างไว้ใช้การโหมดยิงอัตโนมัติสิ่งนี้จะเพิ่มอัตราการยิงอันนี้เพิ่มขนาดแมกกาซีน 50% ส่วนอันขวามือคือเฮดช็อตอีกอันยิงหัว2 ครั้งติดต่อกันอย่างรวดเร็วเพื่อทำให้ศัตรูมึนงงเป็นระยะเวลานานๆเฮ้ยอันเนี้ยเวิร์กแต่ว่ายังอัพไม่ได้ตรงนี้คือ UFO and U สุดยอดแนวทางในการสังเกตวัตถุบินที่ไม่ปรากฏชื่อโอ้โหขี้เกียจอ่านมากๆยาวไปวะจดบันทึกเอาไว้เผื่อจะเกิดขึ้นอีกครั้งฉันก็ลืมไปฉันได้รับความรู้สึกนั้นอีกครั้งจู่ๆก็มากระทบฉันตอน 1:15 นาทีหลังจากที่ฉันทำแอมมาเสร็จบนระเบียงรถพ่วงฉันขึ้นรถแล้วขับไล่ตามมันมันเป็นการแต่งนิยายอะไรสักอย่างนึงตรงนี้ไม่มีตัวนี้มีจุดปีนเดี๋ยวสำรวจตรงนี้ก่อนตรงนั้นมีจุดปีนนะ
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera?
ตันละทางตัน
This whole mountain used to be an active volcano.
Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth.
ปีนไป
Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
อ๋อทาง
You
นี้
got it. I used to love geology when I was in school.
เรา
I helped
สำรวจพื้
Logan
นที่
build
เสร็จ
a
แล้ว
great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality
Yeah.
time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
กลับมาแล้ว
Welcome back,
มีต้อน
Anderson.
รับแอนเดอร์สันแล้วไงวะสำรวจ
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
เคสบอร์ดนี่คือร่องรอยของมัน
Another body
Ah,
turns
okay.
up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
เอาละอย่างนี้เลยเหรอเขาบอกว่าพบศพอีก1 ศพในป่าใกล้น้ำตกไบรท์เวลาที่สมบูรณ์แบบจำเป็นต้องดูว่าสิ่งนี้เชื่อมโยงกับการฆาตกรรมที่เรามาที่นี่เพื่อตรวจสอบหรือไม่กด3 เหลี่ยมใช่โอเคแฟ้มรายงานจุดที่2ทำยังไงวะแปะ
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
มาละโอ้โหเบาะแสโคตรเยอะอาจจะต้องไปข้างบนนี่อยู่อันนี้ชุบเพราะว่าเราเห็นมาไงไปดูที่ศพ
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut
เอาหัว
open.
ใจออกไป
Heart removed.
ครบยังมาแล้วเราก็เอารูปมาใส่มาทีละอันเลยงงอันเนี้ยนี่แปะขึ้นมาไม่ได้เหรอหัวใจ
Think, Saga.
คิดซาก้าคิดกูคิดอยู่ นี่
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
เบาะแสได้แก้ไขคำถามเปิดและปลดล็อกการหักเงินแล้ว เมื่อคุณดำเนินการสืบสวนขั้นสูงคำถามมันจะถูกปลดล็อกและอัปเดตเป้าหมายของคุณ คุณสามารถตรวจสอบเป้าหมายที่อัปเดตโดยการกด3เหลี่ยมเป้าหมายเรียนรู้เพิ่มเติมเกี่ยวกับเหยื่อเรียนรู้เพิ่มเติมเกี่ยวกับฆาตกรแล้วก็สืบสวนสถานที่เกิดเหตุ Talk someone ค้นหาเบาะแสเพิ่มเติม Talk someone โอเค
Who is our victim?
จุดที่อะไรอะ
Killed him. Need to find more
มี
clues.
กิ่งไม้
Large amount of blood on the table.
จุดที่
The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
มา ตรงนี้ มันมีรอยเท้านะครับแตะเข้าไปมา
Boot prints indicating multiple
Boot print.
killers. Quite the party.
มันต้องการอะไรวะ คนร้ายฆาตกรมีผู้โจมตีหลายคนฉากวุ่นวายอาชญากรรมแห่งความหลงไหลใคร่ควรไว้ล่วงหน้าอ๋อโอเคอันนี้อาจจะต้องพูดคุยกับใครสักคนไปสอบสวนนะครับโอเคครับไป
Did they plan for the murder to happen here?
ต้องไปคุยกับใครคุยกับคนนี้แน่เลยเนี่ย
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
จุดนี้เบาะแสนี้
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
ต้องมีการรอ
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
มาแปะเขาบอกว่าไม่มีใครได้ยินข่าวคราวจากชายคนนี้ในรอบ13 ปีทำไมต้องโผล่มาตอนนี้เขาอยู่ที่ไหน
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
โอเคfor later รอก่อนโอเค
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
เอาละ
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors.
คุยทีเดียวนะเดี๋ยวคุย
Depression
ทีเดียว
led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
มาเราก็ต้องมาใส่เบาะแสคนนี้เข้าไปในนี้นี่
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
บอกว่าฉันเชื่อใจคนของเคซี่ฟังดูเหมือนเหยื่อของเรามีสภาพจิตใจไม่มั่นคงโอเคจุดนี้เบาะแสนี่อันนี้คือลูกนิวโบรกดูใหม่นำมาโดยนักฆ่าทำไมติดกล้องหนังยานแปลกๆโอเคแชปไม่ได้เบาะแสอันนี้นี่แหละถูกต้อง
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
มิเซียมเคมไม่ทันอะไรวะ
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
โอ้เบาะแสเยอะจังวะ
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years.
อันนี้ดูแล้วเราต้องมานี้ต่อ
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off, but somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
ฉันรู้สึกได้ว่านกไนติงเกลมาจากทะเลสาบแต่ทำไมตอนนี้หลังจาก13 ปีเขาไปอยู่ไหนอันนี้ดูแล้วนะถ้วยกาแฟ
This mug always cheers me up.
Lost Watch Mom คิดถึงแม่
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good.
นำไปโอเค
Right?
ไปกันต่อ
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction.
ไปที่ทะเล
From
สา
the
บนะ
lake. Probably looking for shelter, safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure.
เฮ้ยอะไรอ่ะ
It's not that complicated.
ยังไม่ควรไปตรงนั้น
Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping?
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
I didn't know tree.
Tracks. Barefoot.
ล่องรอย
Nightingales? They come out.
ได้ละ
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a
ได้รับถ้วย
game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
โปรไฟล์ที่แมป
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
The page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
มาใส่เบาะแส อันนี้เบาะแสนี้เขาบอกว่า อะไรเขาเดินผ่านก้อนหินเหรอ ไม่สมเหตุสมผลเลย เขาเดินผ่านก้อนหินเหรอ ต้นไม้ นี่
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Nah.
Ê, thằng này quá. รูปถ่ายนี้มันควรอยู่ไหนนี่เขาบอกว่ามีอะไรเกิดขึ้นที่นี่มากกว่าที่ฉันเห็นฉันต้องตรวจร่างกายนี้ให้ได้ให้ดีอีกครั้งในเมือง
those words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
เรียนรู้ทั้งหมดที่ฉันสามารถทำได้ที่นี่ต้องนำศพกลับเมืองไปตรวจเอาศพกลับไปตรวจ
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
นำศพกลับไปตรวจ
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience?
ไปตามเนื้อเรื่องก่อนดีกว่า
Witnesses to their design?
เพิ่งนอกลู่นอกทางเลย
All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Hey,
นั่งรอนาน
you
ไหม
made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
กุญแจ
Thanks.
Return by
Let's
Fall
get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses.
เราได้กุญแจละ
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
ใช้ไป
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but
มี
hopefully
ส
the
อง
sheriff
ที่
will
ต้อ
be
งไป
more
อ่ะ
helpful.
Not a surprise
อ๋อ
about
ทางนี้มันตัน
deputies.
โอเค
Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
ข้างบนนี้ไปได้นะ ขอสำรวจตรงนี้ก่อน
I think I saw
No
something.
entry เอ้ย
It'll
ขอ
only
แส
take a minute.
I'll wait here.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
เราทุกคนอยู่ในเรื่องนี้ด้วยกัน ฮีโร่ ขอให้เป็นวันที่กล้าหาญ No entry ห้ามเข้า เราต้องไปฝั่งนู้นละ
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
เข้าห้องน้ำก่อนเดี๋ยวมา โอ้ย เกมค่อนข้างยืดเยื้อนะครับ เข้าห้องน้ำก่อนเดี๋ยวมา มาแล้วไปไขกุญแจทางไหนวะมีทางแยกวะอ๋อเขาไปทางนี้กันนะเดินช้าอ๋อเรามาที่รถตำรวจนะ
Here we are.
Here we are.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
อ้าวทางไงวะเนี่ยคัดซีน
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
ตรงนั้นมีอะไรไปดู
The diner's just up the waterfront.
Dinner
Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Coffee
Don't know, don't care.
ให้เราไปไหนวะ
How much have you had? Not enough. That's all much.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my...
Oh, dear.
I mean our...
You.
อ๋อนี่มีคนเรียกนี่ Coffee
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to
จะ
have
ดัน
you.
กูทำไมล่ะ
I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No. The Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims?
อันนี้เราต้อง
Sure.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Hello.
โดนเรียกละเบาะแส
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
Hey.
I can't believe that happened.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those 2 idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
So, we're not being arrested?
We're all good, Ed. You can ease up now.
Hey, you think they serve avocado toast here?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't count on it.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
See you around.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Defensive wounds. They put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing?
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Nah,
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? Same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. I need to get into the light. Now. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. Vanished. He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale got...
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. I need to know more about the Code of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
Nah. Right. Think. That's not right. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Well, yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
I need something to cut this.
Magic's definitely not real.
They're a fine pair.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. It only had a tour guide, also. Bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. Hello.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Yanko. Many local attractions have recently come, but don't mind the government.
It's not opening.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh?
I
At
want
my
out.
wit's end with you.
Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out.
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. Merced won't roll over on the issues.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold Case Casey.
Murder case, Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area
Hello.
signs.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmoko. Fantastic to meet you. Need to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all I've got for the moment. Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well. I need to find the witch's hut. This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse. This fuse is busted. There's another lunchbox. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Nightingale mentioned the general store. I need to check it out. text on the heart is clearer now. Legible.
Sounds literary, but what does it mean? I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense. Found the heart in the fridge. Just like the page said I would. These numbers match the ones on the lotto ticket. Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting. Another one of those lunch boxes. You've crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror. Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Logan? Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. They're imagining things. What was that? Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is moving. Like a nightmare. Need to find Nightingale. He's here. Nightingale.
Trapped here. No escape. Danger.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal. Nightingale's badge. Time to run, Saga.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Hey! Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Anderson, where did you go? All of a sudden, the radio stopped working, and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Alex, Casey? How? Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on. It's a bit of a hike to the car, Wake. Just get your bearings, then we'll head out.
I need another minute. Cauldron Lake. I thought I'd never see this place again.
Take your time. But you should know these woods aren't the safest.
Yeah. It's getting dark. You have a flashlight? It's not safe without a light.
I have a light. And a gun. You can relax, Wake.
And pages. If you see pages of writing anywhere, you must take them and keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it. They have vital information.
We know about the pages, Wake. We'll keep an eye out for them.
Okay. Okay, just give me a moment. It's okay.
Take your time.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a writer who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this? Should look around. With the flooding gone, could be further clues out there. The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale. A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade. The cult doesn't see their victims as people. Think, Saga. Think. Are turning into monsters. The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves. There's something written here. A poem? Or a riddle? Reminds me of the nursery rhymes I read to Logan when she was little. A little clothespin doll. Perfect weird souvenir for Logan. No. Something feels different. I should look around. A charm. Cute. It'll go great on the bracelet Logan made for me. Huh. That was strange. Gotta keep an eye out for more of these rhymes. Creepy dolls, mysterious rhymes. No weirder than anything else going on, I guess. No. Another one of those rhymes. Rest easy, buddy. That's not right.
The FBC is definitely playing with things they don't fully understand. And that always goes well. I have a weird feeling something's changed. What is this? Jesus. Another charm for my bracelet.
We've reached the car, Anderson. How's it going down there?
I think I'm done here. I'll meet you at the parking lot. There's a rhyme over here. Nah. Keep trying. Ugh. No. Doesn't make sense. Think, Saga. Nope. Doesn't look right. That's not right. Nah. Ugh. Think, Saga.
Okay. Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
I don't think I'm done here yet.
Smile! By the percolator! Don't they waited? The general store!
I need to head back. doesn't make sense.
Government.
I'll work the next steps out on the case board. Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
ready to go?
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hon. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now. Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember. Waking up in places with no memory of I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had I already